Hello and welcome. I hope you guys and girls are well and enjoying your day, whatever you're up to. I decided to restore this off screen, the rest of this, because we started on a stream and I forgot where it got to, and rather than faff around trying to sort of go through remembering with you guys and girls, I figured I'd restore it off screen, the rest of it off screen. What do you think? Quite nice, huh? I'm planning on selling it. I don't want to keep it. I'm not a big fan of hot rods. I like them. I liked them a lot when I was a kid, but just nah. So I'm going to sell it. I'm not even going to bother trying to do a speed run on it. I did all update the engine, upgraded it to a fully race tuned format. As you can see, it's got quite a good dyno on it, but I'm just going to sell it. Let's see what you get for it. Cool. Wow, really? Okay. Nice. We've got lots and lots of money to play with. Let's sell everything that I've got here. I mean, everything that's might as well start afresh. I could restore that. See if we can restore any of that. If not, quickly. No. Okay. Right. Okay, bear with a second. Let me just pause the gameplay here, and I'll just quickly scrap all. Actually, I'll sell it all. I'll sell it all. I'm not really fussed about the scrap stuff anyway, so where sell parts, everything, just clear it, just clear the board. Cool. I know I've just sold a load of brand new parts. Well, I've got achievement for that. Cool. But anyway, let us actually work on the car which we're working on today, which is this bad boy here. It's a Pagani. First things first, let's see how much it's currently worth in its present condition. I bought this at an auction. I forget how much I paid for this. 94 grand, and I'm already making profit, and I've just had it sat there, and that's all I've done. I've done nothing to this car. I promise. I've done absolutely nothing. Just bought it, and it's already making me money. But anyway, first of all let's move it to the car wash, and let's wash it both inside and out. Well, it cleans up well, and that bodywork looks pretty good. I reckon we could get away with a very minimal restoration here. I like the colour too. Might keep it as is. Anyway, let's see if that's increased it a lot more. Looks very nice on the inside too. Does it run? No, there's no oil in the engine, so we're looking at a very sick engine. How sick is this engine? Ooh. Yikes. So, at best, it's going to be a rip-out engine jobby and everything else. At worst, can I do anything to this? Let's just see if we can do any tests on this. OPD. Just to start devaluing it at a great amount now. Well, one of those spark plugs is new, or fairly new, 50%. But I think I'll just replace it anyway. No, compression test can't be done. Can I do anything else? Let's do the electrics. Electrics look pretty sick as well. How could they just let it get to this point? Even if it's been sitting in someone's garage, the engine wouldn't get this bad. Possibly ragged it? Possibly. Right, let's do... Actually, let's send it to lifter 1. And let's do... I've forgotten how to do this. That. Okay. Won't let me do any of that or any more of that. Fuel tank, no. Examine most of the bits we can out of that engine. Nope. Normal mode, please. Cool. No, I want to look in the engine again. Thank you. Other tests could we potentially do? None of that because the engine doesn't run. Right. Let's tear this thing to bits. I suspect it's going to be very minimal repair and bodywork aspects. I'm going to do it anyway, just because we can. Ugh. Anything else I can detach? The number plate, maybe? And that. Anything else? Nope. Oh, windscreen. That'd be bonded in. I think that's it, bodywork wise. Let us start removing the interior so the seats can come out. See, the seats look pretty good. I think we could be keeping them. As does the wheel, looks pretty good. I think the rest of it is done. Right, let's press the wrong button again. Look away, look away. Let's put it up on ramp. Next, obviously, after we've restored this, will be this over here, the Jaguar or Jaguar. Always liked these since I was a kid. But anyway, let's actually Sally go up. Let's work. Let's work front, work way back. I hope you guys and girls are well and enjoying your day. I've missed playing this. I've missed playing a lot of my PC stuff. Obviously, for you people that don't watch American Truck or Euro Truck, just watch this. I've not been playing because of the heat waves. If you guys watched that, you already know. I sound like a broken record, I'm sorry, but yeah, it got just too hot. Very, very hot. And I suspect, to be fair, something I haven't mentioned in them, and I'll mention it now. On average, the YouTube views for the UK typically start to drop around summertime because everyone goes, right, it's summertime, let's go out in the garden and enjoy ourselves. But those temperatures were lethal. Once it got to that 40 degrees, at 41 degrees centigrade, not Fahrenheit, centigrade, it was baking. And I was actually at the beach on that day. I was in Newquay, and it was too hot to even walk down to the beach, and because the tide was out, it's like pointless. So we waited until it was evening, once the tide come back in. To go down on the beach and enjoy the enjoy a bit of a swim, which was quite nice. But the amount of rubbish now is just ridiculous. It was such when I was younger. It's such a looked like such a lovely beach. When I went the first time, it wasn't too bad, but now it's just there's plastic, all sorts of rubbish, and horrible other things floating around in there, which is not good. They do good. They are trying to keep on top of it, but it's obvious that it's a battle which they are slowly losing, which is a shame. But I think, well, I'm at the engine bay, but never mind. It would be accessible from here, really, to be honest. But hey ho, I'll come back and get that. Do that one right there. And tear this side out. So that's another reason why I didn't play, because I knew it'd be not necessarily pointless, but it wouldn't be worth me sitting sweating my bits off just for very few views, because everyone would be out either sweating their butt off or trying to take it easy somewhere, not glued to a screen or something like that. So now it's a bit cooler. It's around about 20, 21 now. It's more my level, my cup of tea. Still got my main door open to let some air in. That's why every now and again you hear my wind chimes, because they're by my door. Come on, out you come. And you. What have you been doing for summer, peeps? Anything interesting? Go anywhere interesting? I've been here, there and everywhere. Enjoying as much as I can. Enjoying the sun where I can. When it was too stupidly hot and dangerous to go out there, I'd be like, nah. I'm not a big sun worshipper. I want to be doing something, but it was just too hot to be even doing anything. Even like, got to a point where the grass was just so dry that you couldn't mow it anyway. So I couldn't do anything like that, and you just sweat buckets trying to do anything. Now, the gearbox does need to come out. Where's the starter on this then? Oh, it hasn't got one. There goes that, and that just leaves the lump of the engine. Let's just make sure. I doubt it says it's got no oil in it, but just because it says it's got no oil in it doesn't mean it hasn't got any oil in it. In fact, we've got a... Oh, that's a big old board. Where's the battery on this? Has it got one? Should by rights have one, but I don't see it. Probably been removed. I want to take parts out, please. Of course, it's accessible from the engine bay. Why not? Right, okay. Actually, what I'm supposed to... no, hang on. Let's hop over there. I was in the engine bay. Come on. Some of that's still in reasonable good condition. So it might be going back in. I know it's just a fuse, but why throw a fuse? It's still got some life in it away. And you don't need to. Okay, it's going to probably pop any minute, but... Now can we get this bit out? I still don't understand that. Right, okay. That's... Take that out. I don't see... Of course, it's accessible from the lift. Right, let's raise it drain it if it has anything in it. I don't think it has, but just in case, let's go and get the oil drainer. I did have some in it, just not a great deal. Right, while we're here, oh, it won't let me on there. Of course it won't. Was this one big panel I can remove? No. Got the wrong thing on I. No. Okay. Look away, look up. No. No. Fuel tank can come out. Right. Okay, I think that's everything off the car. We can take off the car. Let's get the engine hoist. Move it over to 1, please. And remove the engine. And stick it in my sky. Put the crane away. That is everything off this car, I believe. So, let's see what the shell is worth. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's not looking great, is it? But we have got everything off. You see, the frame is actually in relatively good nick, but I'm still going to weld it anyway. Use. Mind your eyes, peeps. Right, that's that done. That's increased that to 100%. Still might be a body part on here that I'm not missing. It should be 0%. But I don't see anything. Hang on. Okay. There's something I'm missing, but I don't know what. That's the engine. Ah, here we go. That bit. Is that it? Oh, those rear windows. They can come out. There's probably a little window in the middle there as well, I bet. Oh no, that might be incorporated into the back door. Right, that should be everything then. Let's have a look. Yeah. Cool. I welded the windows still in it, but doesn't matter. Right. Let's start repairing stuff, shall we? Let's stick the engine on C stand first. Looks a mess, doesn't it, peeps? Expensive. Right, okay. Let's start balancing, laving the brake discs it lets me. And I'll repair bits while it's doing that. The usual stuff. God, that's close. What I'm going to do now over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to start evaluating the views on this. I've got a few mod stuff lined up, but if it gets to the point where, because I've noticed the views are dropping on this again, well, from the last episode anyway. But I do enjoy doing this, so it is a bit of a bind. Obviously, I want to try and save time where I can and editing and everything else, and maybe bring something else to the channel instead. What I'm still trying to figure out is what I want to bring to the channel. Like I keep asking you guys and girls, what would you like to see? Is there a game which you want to see, haven't played yet? I know I've been away for a while, admit, but I think everyone's been away, in a sense, just enjoying the summer. It looks promising. We're restoring quite a few bits here. Let's put another brake disc on the lathe. Continue repairing. The more bits I can restore, the better off we are financially. Let's quickly take that brake disc back off the lathe. So you need a second there. You can't. Well, maybe you can. Maybe saying we can do it. So I'm gonna try it. Again, I'll work to my principle. If it's still over 50%, it's going back on. If not, it's good. Apart from the spark plugs, I think that'd be pretty silly to put a tired set of plugs in. Especially if it's just rebuilt an engine. Lathe. Shiny, 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 shiny. Right. I'll restore that off screen because you guys don't want to see that. Looks like a mammoth of a pig of an engine to work on as well. Let's start sticking bits back on it. I'm going to work back to front. Let's actually bring Sally up. Oh, I'm running out of rubber bushings. Right, yo, let's quickly pop to the shop and go to suspension and then down to rubber bushings. I've probably still got loads of small ones. So let's buy 20. Buy 20 rubber bushings. Doink, doink, doink. Doink, doink, doink. One thing I have forgot to do in all the excitement is separate these. I bet they're easily cleanable. I bet just need new tyres. In fact, those tyres don't look that bad. They may even go back on it. Yeah, they're still within tolerable condition. One of them is, anyway. They're not. They're not. Hope they're all the same size. They're not. But the rim was alright. I think the tire was knackered or whatever. Let's quickly repair those. They're all done. And I'll evaluate the tyres and put them back on off screen. But let's go back to sticking bits back on it. Suspension unit's going to need replacing. I think this is all done over here. That's all the engine gubbins, the exhaust and everything over here, which we're probably going to need. Looks expensive. Stick this on. I don't think I'm going to race tune this. I think it's probably going to... bushings, need to take that back out. Need to replace them. Pop over there again, thank you. Can't mount. I can stick the discs back on. Pads are probably going to be tight. Yeah, I'm just going full set of new pads. Freshly refurbished discs deserve fresh, brand new pads, I think. Again, the suspension's tired, so we need to work on that. Let's go towards the front, shall we? Rebuild what we can on the front here. Oh! Misclick. Back over here, please. Thank you. Stick that all back in. Discs can go back on. Pads, no. Need new pads. Calipers, I think, are good as well as the other bits. So I will look at when I go to buy the parts. Steering rack, go back in. Did the the track rods still in? Is it really worth sticking that back on? I'll think about that. Did the front suspension, any of the front suspension, is that still in good nick? No. I think I may stick one of them back on, I may not. That's obviously accessible from the engine bay, which is daft. That knackered. Right, okay. Right, so we've done one side. The other side needs some work to do. I need to bring it down again, just so I know I can stick the radiator in, even though it would be easier for me to stick the radiator in from here. I have to come in from here. I don't like the fact that that's got the... Oh, I guess it's air intake. It's a separate thing. Let's go... Stick bits on mode. Go towards the front. Oh, okay. That's unusual. Radiator. Go back in. And it needs all the fan and all that good stuff to go back in as well. Naturally, all that stuff wasn't as part of the car. And I've got a funny feeling the fuel tank wasn't serviceable. And it won't let me do it from here. I see it flashing. No. Okay, let's... I know I don't typically stop sticking the poddy parts on until the rest of the car is finished. But I'm just curious. Oops. To see how much this thing is worth. With the current amount of restoration that is involved. So They're still good, so they're going back in. They're also good, so they're going back in. That's also good, so that's going back on. That's going back on. Again, minimise the amount of wastage of money. Although money's not a big problem. Did I take that out? I'm sure I did. I did, didn't I? I'm not imagining things. Tell me now, peeps. Am I imagining things? Yeah, I did take that out. Phew. Right, the door again can go back in. The window again. I'd tolerate that. Again, I'd tolerate that. That can go back on. That can go back on. That can go back on. I could do a complete restoration on this and just throw away perfectly good parts, or keep them for another job maybe longer down the line, but nah, just put them back on the car. Doubt I'm going to keep these. I don't hate Bugattis. Again, that's going back on. I'm just not a big fan of them either. Let's go normal mode. Let's put the interior back in. Ooh. Put a good seat in the driver's seat. Wheel again, good. I live with that. I think, though we have probably more parts in my pocket, I can't put on for obvious reasons. Like I think that knuckles knackered, isn't it? No, that was still good. I just forgot to add it. Cool, that was close. So I can put that on as well. Just can't put the bearing in because we haven't got any. So, how about the other side? Did I do the other side? I did. That I can't do because I think the knuckles tired. Yeah. Right. With the present bits on the car, not including the bits I've got stuck in my skyrocket, let's see how much things worth now. Yeah, I'm still making a loss, but that's to be expected because I ripped half the car to bits. But I'll leave it at that. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this episode. If you did, again, guys and girls, please feel free to like. If you didn't enjoy it for any reason at all, please feel free to dislike. Leave comments either way so then I'm aware and I can try and improve in the future. If you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching this, guys and girls, please feel free to share. It helps me a lot. I don't mind you sharing. And if you're new to my channel to see future episodes of this and anything else I'm working on, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.